Hi and welcome back to Just Maria D. It is indeed Maria D, and today I'm making a wreath for my front door. This is going to be in the colour theme of pink for our 2018 Christmas. I have decided to do a fabric wreath. I have decided to put it on a coat hanger. It has taken me quite a long time to cut through this coat hanger. I know that sometimes when people do crafts on YouTube, they make it look really easy, but I'm going to say I had to wrestle with this one, and I'm telling you that because I don't want you to look at this and think you're doing something wrong, because it was hard work. When I did manage to cut through the coat hanger, I then firstly covered the joint with some florist tape. Then I wrapped fabric around it to keep it straight. I found that the florist tape or any kind of tape just wasn't strong enough to hold it. The coat hanger was too thick and had too much of a mind of its own. The step that I'm doing here is just the repetitive step that you use for this whole wreath. You bunch up bits of fabric and you tie something around it. I had initially seen this idea on Pinterest, and the crafter that had made it had used sticky tape. I found that sticky tape did not hold my fabric down. My fabric was too slippery and it was an ineffective way of doing it. I have found that tying it with the fabric was much easier. Now the temptation is going to be for you to put lots of fabric, as you can just see I have done, in my sequence. Through much practice and much failure, I found that it is actually better to use smaller amounts of fabric and tie more often. Again, I'm going to state that this craft wasn't something that I whipped up quickly within a matter of minutes like the wreath that I made the other day. This was one that I needed a little bit more time for, and that's fine. I was committed to the task ahead and I wanted a particular effect, so I was very happy to do that. But I wouldn't want to leave anybody with the impression that my edited down video means that this was something that happened really quickly. You will need at least an hour to get this one done. The ribbon is from Hobbycraft. It is their organza spool, and I paid £3.50 for it, and it is 15 centimetres by 23 metres, I believe. I'm going to leave my narration here for now because I would just be repeating the same things over and over again, because as I said, this is quite a repetitive craft. I'll catch you in a little while. on the door without any baubles on it, but having seen it up for about 24 hours, I decided that it needed something a little bit more. So I thought that I would add the small baubles that I had bought to use for extra crafts, which I had already used on the wreath that I made the other day. And I think that it was a good addition. I'm really pleased with how it turned out in the end. Like, the pink was nice by itself, but it just needed something a little bit more, I feel. This is it on the front door. Very pink. I've been Maria D. You've been awesome, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.